Alright guys, that pollock Kirsty caught yesterday, I'm just going to show you how to fillet a fish basically. This is how I do it. There's a couple of other ways of doing it, but this way you'll get pretty much all the bones out and not waste any meat. I've already started and then I thought actually I should be recording this. What you do is you slice down there, there's a pin bone there. You slice down there and you'll feel it hit the spine. And then you turn the knife and you come across and bring the knife. As you're bringing it, you can hear it. You go right the way down to the tail, slice the tail. Now fold the meat back, just gently. You can hear the knife scraping on the bones. You go over the spine, which is there. You can hear that. And then drop down the other side. Like so. Dogs are playing about, sorry about that. This is the rib cage. And again, just peel it back. You can see the meat coming off. It's important you use a very sharp knife. I mean, I've got a mustard one here. People hate these knives for some reason, but I love it. You will cut yourself more with a blunt knife than you will with a sharp one, because you're putting more pressure on it. I'm literally stroking that across there and it's cutting it. Like I say, just keep following it down like so. When you get to the other side, just top side of the fins, just like that. Then what you do, like I say, you've got the rib cage here. And what I do is turn it round, come up like that. One thing I do tend to do as well is when I first catch a fish is I gut it first, because any worms, you do get a lot of worms. In fact, there's one there, look. You get worms in them. If you gut them, it just stops the worms spreading into the meat as much. You gut them straight away. What I will say about the worms is once the fish is cooked, they're dead. Doesn't matter. You know, if you're squeamish, then you pick them out, but I don't generally bother, to be fair. So, we've got the rib cage under here. Like so. You can see the ribs here. Just carefully come up the back of them. Like so. Just stroke the knife like that. Then pull that off. Now you've got a row of bones there, but I'll show you how to take them out in a second. That's one fillet. Granted, you've got a bit of meat on here, but you don't really want to be fiddling around taking the bones out of there. It's a bit of a ball ache. You do exactly the same with this side. What we'll do is just give the knife a quick run over the sharpener. So, under the fin, under the pectoral fin, down like so, until you're pretty much in line with the fin there. Then come in there. If you tilt the knife at an angle slightly, you'll feel it hitting the backbone. Needs a bigger chopping board, I think. See, a lot of people when they're doing this, they cut down there, they get the tail and they go straight up, they cut all the ribs and everything out at the same time. You can do it that way. I just find it more of a fiddle on picking the bones out afterwards. See the spine here? Like I say, you just come over the top of that. Hit a couple of bones and my knife's starting to get a bit blunt here. That pin bone there. You can't really see it, but there's a bone just there. So it's a bit awkward to get out of that one. You're down on the rib cage here, like I say, just like so. Turn the fish round. Just give the knife a quick sharpen. Incidentally, the sharpener I'm using is one of them. They are outstanding. They're one of the best sharpeners I've ever used. I mean, I do a lot of bushcraft. I always tend to use whetstones. This thing for the filleting knives just gives a far better edge. So if you get the rib cage, just come around the back of it. Like so. And then pull. Obviously, there's not much meat left on that, to be fair. There's not much. To get the pin bones out, to get the rib cage out, as I was saying, you can see them just here. Come down like that and come under. Keep the knife tight to them, like that, and then come the other side, do exactly the same. There's the bones. Now that is it. There's no bones in that at all. And we do the same with the other one. I've actually got most of these out anyway, to be fair. That's it. Give the fish a quick rinse, clean it up. That's it. No bones in that at all. I see a lot of people, like I say, they'll come straight across, cut all the ribs out and everything, and then just cut down there. You're wasting all this meat. Don't see the point of doing it myself. That is how I fillet a fish. It's the same principle with cod, pollock. Ling are a bit more difficult because these rib cages here come right the way down the body. But that's it basically. Dead easy.